Can AI make you a better golfer? Stick around and find out. Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to my lab. Don't know if you've been here before, but this is where I usually am doing ham radio projects. But today we're going to be playing with some AI. And if you saw my series kickoff last week, I'm going to be asking the question is, can I use AI to make me a better golfer? I'm a bit of a duffer about bogey golf. I'm a 12.7 handicap. And as I explained last week, I got 8 weeks to the guys' trip to Chambers Bay. And I'm going to look at using AI to see if it can help me improve my golf game. So today, I'm going to walk you through the AI setup that I'm using to help me improve my golf game. We don't know if it works or not yet. Just the early couple hours of me setting this up. But I have some thoughts about how I'm going to approach it, and I'm going to share it with you now. And I have a round that I'm going to do tomorrow and see what happens. So let's go over the computer and take a look at what I got so far. All right, so if you see this, I am using ChatGPT, and I'm using what they call GPTs. And the reason I'm using that is GPTs allow you to add data, and it provides basically a sandbox that I can use to build this AI, and it'll retain the knowledge that I give it and isolate the conversations to that particular GPT. So if you look, I got a couple I started with, but we'll go here to build a better golf, or build for better golf. And I'm going to go straight to configure. I've already done this, but I want to show you how I set it up. I went out to the GPTs. There's GPT that people put online. You can share these. And I found that there was already a handful of golf coaches. They call them golf coach, AI golf coach. And I looked at them, and they work pretty cool. They work pretty good. But they're all basically just a golf coach. Like, it's going to say, hey, do these drills or do this. Here's a drill to fix this swing pattern or this shot shape. But, I'm getting ready for a bucket list course. So I thought, hey, I want what the tour players have. And if you think about a tour player doesn't just have a swing coach. They have a swing coach. They have a Caddie, they have a sports psychologist, they probably have a fitness trainer, a nutritionist. So my approach to the AI, as you see here, I'm going to build a team. It's a team built for better golf. And if you look, I'm going to show you this right here. So these are the instructions that I set up. It's the system prompt. If you've ever played with AI, it's real important to set up a good system prompt. And I built 4 personas. AI is important that you build a persona that sort of gives the AI a context of where they're speaking from, what their expertise is supposed to be in, and it's supposed to help the response. We'll see if it works here, but I have 4 personas. I got the first one is Jack, the coach. He's going to be, as you see here, pretty straightforward, no fluff. He's just going to be looking at scorecards, looking at my launch monitor data, and giving me stats. He's going to be calculating stats, and hopefully he's going to be comparing them to my target handicap that I identify in a player profile I set up. And next, we got Bones the Caddie. I don't know where I got that name from. Just sort of stuck out, but this guy I put brings a bit of humor and practicality. We'll see what the AI does with that, but he's going to review my scorecards. And as I said last week, my scorecards aren't just going to be my raw score. I'm going to be putting in alongside the score maybe what my club choice was, where I hit good, just some thoughts as I go through the game and see what he does with that. And then I also put in that as we go for this guys trip, we're going to be playing Chambers Bay. I haven't played that before. And we're going to play about 3 or 4 other courses that I haven't played with. I'm going to see if Bones can help me prepare for those courses. See what he suggests, and it'd be neat to play with that. And number 3 is Bob. He's a sports psychologist. This guy's going to radiate positive energy and encouragement. But what Bob's there to do is to get me in the right frame of mind. I think a lot of golf is mental. I recognize that, but I haven't done a good job at staying grounded. And this is what Bob is here to do. And if you look, I gave him, some of the context here that I put in the system prompt. I said that he draws on principles from Michael Leonard and Bob Rotella. Michael Leonard, if you ever heard of him, he does a podcast, Wicked Smart Golf. It's all about sort of like the mental aspect, how to approach the game of golf. And then Bob Rotella, he's written several books, but I think he's a professional sports psychologist that's worked with a lot of PGA Tour players. And I have one of his books. I think it's called Golf is Not a Game of Perfect. So I'm putting that in there, seeing if the AI draws on any of that. And then I also asked it to use a lot of quotes, mental tactics, things like that to help me for my rounds. We'll see if that works. And then finally, I got Hans. Hans is a personal trainer / nutritionist. He's going to be extremely serious about my health and my performance. I don't think I've really paid attention to that in the past. I get up, run to the course, get in there, scramble and get up. Don't really eat breakfast. I do intermittent fasting. I don't know if that's good for my golf game, but I'm gonna leave it in Hans's hands to whip me up some nutritional programs, maybe, and probably stretching routines, warm-ups, and then exercise plans during the week. And so I put in the final there. Final instruction is each of these personas are going to offer unique and actionable personalized guidance for me in hopefully their swim lane. That's what I got in there, but along with the AI, I sort of, to give them the context of when each one of them speaks, I got these conversation starters. So if you see Jack, help me with my launch monitor numbers. So these are sort of like trigger phrases that'll get them to respond accordingly. Bones, what's the best strategy for my next round? And then Bob, I lost confidence in my driver. What can I do? And then Hans, suggest a warm-up and recovery routine for my next 18 holes. So here's the whole reason I use GPTs, is I put 4 data files, and we'll go over this in a next week. I'll walk you through some of the data files. I'm still sort of formulating it right now to see how what the AI actually uses and what it's good at. But I have the first file here is a tour support player profile. So that's how the AI is going to learn about me. I have my age, my weight, my height, sort of a summary of my physical condition, my exercise routine, my typical diet, and then of course what my typical game is: 12.7 handicap, average rounds, things like that. And then I put my goals and aspirations in there. So the short-term goal is 8 weeks, get ready for Chambers Bay, and long-term, hey, I want to be a 5 handicap. Let's see what the team does with that, how they get me there. And then over here, I also have a file that I got. This is, I don't know if it works. I put @Bob. So Bob is my sports psychologist or the mental coach. I got a lot of some of those tenets from Wicked Smart Golf, and I put them in a file and put them in here and see. I'm going to see if he draws on that and continues to reinforce some of the things in the books that I read that I've enjoyed, and keep it front and center in his conversations. And then finally, I have a launch monitor session, which is basically a spreadsheet with tons of data. I basically hit each one of my clubs and got a profile for each one of my clubs, from sand wedge all the way up to my driver. And that's for Jack and maybe my caddy Bones, to look at my distance, carry distance, total distance on each of my clubs, typical shot shape of the clubs, and tell me what I need to work on, or maybe how I should approach a certain hole if I have they got my club distances there. So the plan is, as I said, each week I'm going to play a couple rounds, and I got a couple rounds coming up, and then I'm going to do a launch monitor session, and I'm going to listen to these guys. I'm going to stop watching YouTube tips videos because they always screw me up, and I'm just going to listen to what these guys have to do. Drills, whatnot, but I think the ones that I'm most interested in are in nutrition and the mental game. So let's take a look. So over here, you can sort of see here's the actual on the right hand side, sort of a preview of what it does. I got a pretty noisy gaming keyboard, so you're gonna hear a little bit of this. But let's see. Let me see if I got this. Let's see. Hey guys, I'm playing the same course as my baseline round tomorrow. Let's see, how should I prepare? How about that? How should I prepare? Question mark. Let's see how they answer. Hopefully, each of them answers for their section. But let's see. Hey, Barry, full support squad is here. You're heading back to Aguila. Oh, they got the data. That's the scorecard that I posted last week. Where you shot an 87 last time. Here's how each of us want you to prepare for tomorrow. So Bob, he started off with the mental coach. Interesting. Reframe expectations. You're not chasing a perfect round. Oh, there's a little bit of that. Golf is not a game of perfect. You're committed to smarter decisions and better focus. Keep that 2, 3, 4, 5 reminder on your glove. Accept the game as it comes. Funny, I don't know what a 2, 3, 4, 5 is. Maybe it's something I didn't read. Confidence over caution. On the first tee, say I'm excited, not nervous. Visualize that high fade onto the fairway. Okay, some visualization. Focus on the shot you want. Your subconscious locks you into images, sees your ideal shot before swinging, not the trouble you're avoiding. Okay, so tomorrow's mantra, calm mind, clear target, confident swing. Okay, so I think Bob's going to give me a mantra every week, and I'm just going to say that out loud before the round. Whenever I'm feeling anxious, say this mantra out loud to myself. Okay, what's the coach say? Jack, mechanically speaking, here's your prep focus. Last round's takeaways, he's giving me a summary. Had good greens and regulations. But my ups and downs were really bad. I was missing the driver left. So let's see. Smooth tempo off the tee. Aim for 80% swing speed with full commitment. Your pattern suggests overdraws and getting too quick. Okay, 10-foot putter ladder drill. Okay, my putting was terrible last week. Short game challenge. Simulate chip and putt from the rough on tight pins before teeing off. Okay, so a little game at the practice green before I go out. Bones, the caddy, need to talk about decisions, where we lost shots. So this is a little bit about the scorecard. He's looking at my scorecard and then my mental notes. Penalties on 5, 9, 15 were all avoidable. Better club selection and smarter aim lines. Holes 1 and 4 punished you for pushing too hard early. Course strategy tips, play to strengths. On par 3s and approaches from 150 yards, you're elite. Let's use that to score. Driver isn't always the play. Holes where a pull brings trouble, club down. I was pulling like crazy last week. Visualize your finish spot, not the hazards. That's a thing I'm going to change this round. I think I'm going to do that. Tell myself where I want to hit the ball, not stay away from that water. And then Hans the trainer, he's going to give me some pre-round prep. 30 minutes before the tee, dynamic warm-ups, yoga flow, activation, on-course nutrition, small protein bar on hole 5 and 13, sips of water every 2 holes, Don't wait till you feel thirsty. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a try, guys. All right, there you have it. That's the advice of the team. I'm going to work the model here a little bit. I may get a little more deeper as we go on. If the response is okay, it's a little generic. I'll try to tune it up, which will probably mean I'm going to totally change that system prompt that we worked on, but that I showed you. But I'm playing tomorrow, and I'm gonna work on this tonight, and I'm really going to look at nutrition. Because I usually intermittent fast. I don't eat during the round, and last week I was feeling a little weak, and we are going to walk tomorrow. And here in Arizona, we'll probably start out the round at about 70 degrees and finish in the mid 90s, so I need to keep my hydration and everything in check there. Yeah, Hans is telling me to eat during a round. I never eat during a round, but I'm gonna ask him a little more about that, and we'll see what happens. Let me know, guys, if you've tried something like this, if you think it's totally nuts, or if there's some validity to it. Leave some comments down below. It's the first time I'm asking for comments. I usually don't do that, but yeah, let me know what you think, and if you have tried it, let me know how it worked for you. With that said, see you next time.